And the only reason why we believe that is because we notice that she tends to forget things very easily. For example, the other day she was trying to go to her house and she couldn't remember where we lived. And we only live like 5 minutes apart from each other, which is like 5 to 6 blocks away. The good thing is her little 7-year-old daughter was with her, so she was guiding her to our house. But like she said, I couldn't remember anything. My mind went completely blank. And we think that's a form of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a memory-destroying form of dementia. This disease starts when a protein that should be folded up properly misfolds into a kind of demented origami. As a result, the brain's neurons either misfire or become underactive, affecting cognitive functioning.
Most neuroscientists believe the disease begins when amyloid beta begins to accumulate. Amyloid beta stands for AB, a small peptide released within the synapse. Now, normally, amyloid beta is actually cleared away by a metabolized microglial cell, as you see here. These microglial cells are actually the janitor cells of the synapse. In the case of Alzheimer's, the synapse builds up with even more amyloid beta than you actually see here. The buildup of amyloid beta will actually shut down the synapse, causing slowing of the memory and overall cognition of the brain. The amyloid beta then binds itself, forming sticky aggregates here, called amyloid plaques. Microglial cells release chemicals causing inflammation of the neuron and cell damage. This neuroprotein that's released, called tau, becomes hyperphosphorylated, twisting itself into tangles. Tangles choke the neural cell, killing large sections of the brain. This results with glitches in memory function, language, and overall cognition. Complete war at the synapse. Is there a solution to this problem here? Deep brain stimulation could be the answer.
We can repair brain damage with electricity. For example, we are going to turbocharge the memory circuits in the brain, and we're going to place the electrodes within the circuits that regulate your memory and cognitive function to see if they turn up their activity. If we don't do it to normal people, we did it with people who have cognitive Alzheimer's disease. Parts of the brain stop using glucose. We planted electrodes in the planets with people who have Alzheimer's disease. Several circuits in the brain that are malfunctioning across diseases stayed. We are now learning to understand what are those circuits, what are the areas in the brain, and what are responsible for the clinical signs and symptoms of those diseases.
The way we live can prevent the accumulation of amyloid beta. 1 night of sleep deprivation equals an overall increase in AB. Poor sleep hygiene might be a predictor of Alzheimer's disease. REM sleep can actually power cleanse the brain of cerebral spine fluid. This clears away metabolic waste accumulation in our synapses while we're conscious. AB accumulation disrupts sleep. One of the crucial steps to fighting Alzheimer's is creating new neural pathways. This means paving new roads, learning a new language, making new friends, or even reading a book. The more neural synapses you create, the stronger your cognitive reserve is. As we saw here, once one neural synapse is overall destroyed, the memory is lost. But if we have a redundancy in actual synapses, we might actually be able to prevent the spread of amyloid beta in one single synapse and have more left. Similar to creating multiple versions of the file on a computer. Recruiting yet undamaged pathways, living a heart-healthy diet, Mediterranean lifestyle can increase your cognitive reserve.
I can help my aunt fight Alzheimer's disease by helping her create new neural pathways, by reading a new book, doing yoga, cooking, or exercising.
All these preventative steps can reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease. So stay mentally stimulated.
And don't little short.